Okay, I'm going to paint another object here. I'm going to paint this yellow cup here in the foreground. And then I'm just going to show you how you would approach doing the background. Obviously, you would continue the process and paint the other objects that are in the still life. So with this yellow cup here, what I've done here is, you can see again, I've arranged here, I have blue, red, yellow. Again, my primary is set up with some white. For the most part, I'm going to be reaching for this primary yellow. It's lemon yellow or Hansa yellow, there are different names for that, and a little bit of the cadmium yellow medium. So I'm going to put that, again, because it's not quite lemon yellow, I can just reach in for that. Probably reach for the rest of that to get that yellow cup. Areas that are light with a highlight, a little bit lighter too, so I'm going to need some white to lighten that. Put that white beside it. So I have a lighter area there, right? Again, using white, we're tinting the color. So I have a variation there of that yellow, where it's lighter and then just some of the yellow. Why do I have, this is cerulean blue and alizarin crimson. Those are cooler, a cooler blue, a cooler red, because mostly I'm using that lemon yellow. So what I want to make, again across the color wheel, right, to what is the complementary color across the color wheel for the yellow is going to be my violets. And if I just put that in there, it's going to be really dark, but as you can see, that grays down for where it's going to be in shadow. So again, I have my brushes and my cup, and I'm going to do the same process here. I take my larger brush, right? And I'm going to look for the lighter side first. Coming in on that, and you can see here, I'm going to let go of those edges. I don't want to see those. Any edge you might have based on the shape, because you're really working on the shape here. We're going to be painting the white. It's not quite white, it's an off-white of that tablecloth that I put down. Right, and I can see here at the top, it's lighter. You have different size brushes. As you know, when I painted the red object, I can kind of finesse that a little bit to show that edge like that. The center, it's lighter as well. Here I'm going to clean that brush. Take the water out of it. I'm just going to use the same brush here. The variation on what I did the last time, you can use the other brush to make the darker colors. I'm going to reach in here and just tap that in like that so I can show the darker side there. And while that paint is still wet, I can blend that like that. See how I'm moving the brush this way, because that cup has that kind of round feel to it, right? Because it's a round cup. I can come in here and look for some of those darker edges that I can see. Like that. Down here it's a little darker. So I will pick up just a little bit more It's something that I remind people, remember that, I'll take this brush now and just go back over this way. Remember, darker does not mean just grabbing more yellow, right? You're influencing that yellow with the complement. So you're making it the darker value of that yellow. And you can see how I'm using the brush here to pick up some of those lines. I can come back in with this. You can see those lines aren't very dark, so I just want to show those as they happen like that. So that's going to be the cup. Again, you can see the shadow side, it's lighter. I can come in, grab a little more white, where I can see where that's really light. And do that. Up here where it's even lighter. Like that. So there I've done the cup, and you can see here on these edges are going to be refined all the way up to the edge when I paint the tablecloth. The same with these edges I'll show you when I do the background with the blue.